Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I wanted to start off with a couple of housekeeping items. Active members had 4 items on which they voted leading up to this meeting. The first 2 were proposed bylaws changes which passed, so the Kelton House chair will now serve on the board of directors beginning with the 2021 league year, so beginning July 1st, and the recording secretary and board administrator roles will be combined beginning with the following league year, the 2021-2022 league year. In addition, congratulations to Haley Roberts, who will serve as nominating vice chair. She joins Audrey Boggs, nominating chair, as well as the following members approved to serve on the nominating committee: Kara Blunier, Julie Kirk, Kara Newberry, Rochelle Toth, Libby Vinilek, and Lauren Watkins. What a year. I think it is safe to say that this league year did not go according to a script that anyone would write. All of you made the league year a success, however, with your flexibility, teamwork, and desire to improve our community and improve our league. This league year saw the 40th anniversary of the Kelton House, and as the year winds down, the retirement of Georgianne Reuter after 20 years of service. We are welcoming in a new executive director for the museum, Sarah Richard. We also officially launched our new community focus project, Bridging the Gap, through which we aim to guide, advocate for, and provide for youth aging out of foster care in Central Ohio. It is also the 20th anniversary of the Adopt a Backpack for Children project. And though we were down to 1 fundraiser this year due to COVID-19, we were able to raise enough funds to provide 2,400 backpacks, bringing the project total to over 57,400 backpacks since 1999. Last year I spoke about 3 main areas that I wanted us to work on this year: strategic planning, diversity and inclusion, and sustainer engagement. Strategic planning. We have a strategic plan. This is a living, breathing document that can change, but is in place to guide our work for the next few years in the key areas of membership, financial responsibility, community impact, and branding leading up to our centennial in 2023. Diversity and inclusion. I know there is a lot of interest right now in tackling how the Junior League of Columbus members can work to be anti-racist and how we can move the needle on addressing systemic racism in our community. I said it at the beginning of the league year, and it is just as true today. Diversity and inclusion are essential to ensuring that our league continues to thrive. Thank you to Jakeithia Butch, who served as the first D&I coordinator this year. While some of our events were unfortunately derailed due to COVID-19, we did a member survey to acquire demographic information and feedback from members on the league's inclusivity. We have the Association of Junior Leagues International, the AGLI survey, data to benchmark ourselves against when it comes to our current demographics and those of Central Ohio. We made changes to the operating procedures to encourage inclusivity, including ensuring we are hosting events in accessible facilities and that we avoid religious holidays when picking dates for our events. We also established a scholarship fund to help members for whom dues may inhibit their ability to join or stay in the league. We need to come together as a league to be even more intentional as to how we make all women feel welcome at our events, how they feel welcome to join the league, how we retain a diverse group of members, and then encourage all members to pursue leadership roles. There will be a call for members to join the D&I efforts next year in the JLC News in the next few weeks, and I hope that many of you will volunteer to serve on that committee or to participate in the events throughout the year. Renee Dickman, incoming D&I coordinator, can use the support and input from as many of us as possible. Last but certainly not least, sustainer engagement. We had several great events with our sustainers this year, including our annual homecoming luncheon, a holiday brunch hosted by Colleen Clark that was leading up to Holiday Tour of Homes Day, and the incredible Sustainer Soiree, which honored Sonia Thiesing. Sustainer engagement is going to be even more critical in the years ahead, as we voted last year to reduce the number of active years required to sustain from 8 down to 6. I look forward to continuing my work with sustainers this year through my placement coming up as sustainer liaison. Although we would much rather be in person, I hope you enjoy the presentations that have been prepared to celebrate all of you. We kick things off with a year-end review slideshow, I know the slides move quickly, so this will be made available after tonight so you can read through at your leisure. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some of the highlights of this league year.
We also wanted to take a moment to recognize and congratulate our new members that are moving into first year active status. These new members worked tirelessly this year to help contribute to our Adopt a Backpack for Children project. They did this through working with community partners on different fundraising events, logistics of distributing our backpacks, and have really made such a significant impact on our Columbus community through their involvement in the Junior League. We thank them for all their work this year and are extremely excited to welcome them into active membership. To become an active member, our board of directors does vote on each and every one of our new members. And so this is a really exciting moment, again, to welcome them into our league as active members. So congratulations and welcome into your first active year. I'm super excited to announce our Outstanding New Member Award. This award goes to a new member that has gone above and beyond in her contributions to the Junior League of Columbus. This award recipient was described by her nominators as someone who immediately volunteered to lead one of the most detail-oriented roles for the Greatest Show of Support event. She assisted with all the logistical and planning aspects of researching, selecting, and securing a new fundraising event. This new member also took it upon herself to try to find vendors that were willing to donate their time and services to ensure that the team would be able to put on a great event, all while maximizing the team's fundraising dollars. On top of the many emails, calls, and scheduling, she did not miss a beat when COVID caused the Greatest Show of Support event to be postponed. She jumped right in and contacted the vendors she worked with to schedule and plan for the new event date. This new member is a true leader and passionate about her work with the Junior League. The recipient of the Outstanding New Member Award goes to Linda Sabatini. Congratulations, Linda. Our next award is our Rising Star Award. This award goes to a first-year or second-year active member in the Junior League that has dedicated their time and committed to going above and beyond in their placement for the Junior League. The Rising Star recipient stepped into her first-year active placement and has taken off. The recipient has been an integral part of building a strong foundation for the Partnership Development Council. All year, she has worked diligently to complete grants on time as well as research new ones that could benefit the Junior League of Columbus. The recipient has kept detailed notes throughout the process to ensure her successor can continue with the same momentum. This member exemplifies many traits that make her a phenomenal volunteer for the League. Passionate, dependable, creative, and hardworking. This member is engaged and active. She supports efforts across the League both within and outside of her placement. This year, our Rising Star Award goes to Jennifer Shea. Congratulations, Jennifer. This year, we are excited to announce that we have a second award recipient for our Rising Star Award. For the second recipient, the nominated woman as an all-star since she joined the Junior League of Columbus. As a first year, she jumped into a leadership role to grow her knowledge of the league. And this year, she was essential in the holiday tour of homes, far exceeding its sponsorship income goal for this year. Before the coronavirus, this member started rallying the holiday tour of homes team to make sponsorship asks for the next year to prior sponsors. Most recently, this member has stepped up to serve in a very critical role on the board of directors for next year. She is described as competent and cares about the league. She has already made significant contributions to the Junior League of Columbus. Our second Rising Star Award winner goes to Natalie Fox. Congratulations, Natalie. Our next award is our Team Player Award. This award goes to a woman that is in a team placement in the league and has contributed through her placement to helping us further our Junior League mission. The nominator described this team player recipient as a team player from the very first start and a rock star. This woman didn't preference her placement that she's currently in, but when asked to do so, she quickly stepped up to take on a leadership position. She has been amazing at coordinating all the tasks within her placement and thinks of every detail. She is strong at communicating with others and has been amazing at collaborating with others as well. This member has gone above and beyond in her placement this year. She has shined as a team player by being able to take an idea, develop it, and launch it with great results. She has been flexible and creative as we've had to transition to more virtual events due to COVID pandemic. This recipient is certainly a team player. The Team Player Award recipient this year goes to Diana Marshall. Congratulations, Diana.
Many talented, creative, and friendly community individuals over the years. They have come to us with friends at teas, at lectures, sometimes via the internet, through Junior League members. Our honoree today, Peggy Hedden, found us after attending one of our original plays developed by the Underground Railroad Community Advisory Committee, not on our watch, the Oberlin Wellington Rescue of 1858, and later joined us for a tea. She loves teas and soon had offered her services as a presenter. Surprise, surprise, she was a tea expert. Her first program was How to Give a Tea Party. Our guests heard about how to make a perfect cup of tea, perfect tea sandwiches and accoutrements, and showed the most beautiful teacups and pots. Touched by the enthusiasm of the volunteers involved in the Oberlin Wellington Rescue, Peggy was inspired to learn more about volunteering. She has served as a volunteer for the Kelton House for the past 5 years. Her main volunteer work has been as a docent for the Kelton House. Over her years as a docent, Peggy also became known for her dedication to supporting the Junior League of Columbus's Girl Scout program. In addition to the many things Peggy enjoys about the Kelton House, the elegant furnishings, the heritage of 3 very different generations, the connection with the Underground Railroad, she was drawn to the Girl Scout program for the many opportunities to teach young girls about the history of the Kelton women, Sophia, Belle Coy Kelton, and Grace, as well as to teach them understanding about living during a time different from what they know today. Her favorite collection items include the hair brooch, the mosquito netting over the bed, the tin tub, the chamber pot, and other family items that tell the story of 19th century life. Peggy earned a law degree from the University of Chicago and worked for the Ohio General Assembly as a research attorney. In addition to the time she gives volunteering at the Kelton House, she teaches 5th grade Sunday school, serves her church in a variety of volunteer roles, previously helped a family of Afghani refugees for 10 years to teach them English and reading through Lutheran Refugee Services. She also served on the board of directors of the Presbyterian Lay Committee for 18 years, including 7 years as the chairman. When not spending time giving back to her community, Peggy enjoys spending time with her husband, children, and 6 grandchildren. Each year, Peggy calls her children and grandchildren on December 16th, April 18th, and July 4th to remind them of the Boston Tea Party, Paul Revere, and the Declaration of Independence. She spends time educating those around her, even during her free time. Peggy's volunteerism and dedication to one of our organization's long-standing community focus areas, the Calton House Museum and Garden, makes her a perfect choice for the Junior League of Columbus's Community Award. Thank you, Peggy.
Welcome to the Calton House Museum and Garden. My name is Georgianne Reuter, and today I'm going to be Thank you for visiting the Calton House Museum and Garden. We'll see you then.
What a great video commemorating Georgianne, and I was honored to be asked to make some remarks about Georgianne on the occasion of her retirement. So let me get my glasses on. Like many fellow League members, I remember vividly the first time I walked into the Calton House. Of course, Georgianne was there arranging chairs in advance of the new member orientation meeting. I bet she wishes she had $1 for every time she set up that carriage house for a meeting. I tell that story simply as an illustration of the word I most associate with Georgianne Reuter: dedication. Many of us simply cannot imagine the Calton House without Georgianne. They're practically synonymous with one another. Only Georgianne knows all the projects, big and small, she has overseen during her tenure as director. Whether it be the type of flower planted in the garden, to a leaky roof, the restoration of priceless family artifacts, to developing museum programming consistent with the historical period of the home that would introduce the Kelton House to a new audience. Her responsibilities were only as endless as her talents. Without complaint, Georgianne has stepped into every single role and worked many a late night for the success of the museum. At any given time, you could find her reading to children on an Underground Railroad tour, helping assemble intricate pedophores in advance of a tea, weeding the garden if needed, on a ladder decorating the house for Christmas many, many years, donning a hoop skirt if a docent wasn't on hand, all while working diligently to raise awareness about our beloved Kelton House within and beyond our community's borders. No one could ask for a better ambassador for not only the house, but for the Junior League as well. And what has always amazed me is the grace she has displayed with each and every transition of a Junior League board. Only a sustainer with a love for the Junior League in their heart could do that. Georgianne joined the Junior League in 1983. I often wish I could have gone back in time and be amongst that group of women who undertook the daunting task of taking the beleaguered Kelton House and turning it into the crown jewel it is today. If you ever want to be inspired, just look at the photos and listen to their accounts. It will amaze you. It was no doubt that experience with the Kelton House early on in her league experience that planted the seed that would one day turn into a 20-year career as the most dedicated of museum directors. We also need to express our gratitude to Georgianne's loving husband, Mike. We thank him for sharing Georgianne with us, especially after he retired. I know he's very much looking forward to having more time with his wife, wherever their adventures might take them. So, if we were all together, I'd say let's raise a glass and toast to Georgianne. It is safe to say that Grace Kelton is looking down on you tonight, Georgianne, and saying thank you. Thank you for loving my home as if it were your very own. Well done, Georgianne. You will be missed, but your legacy lives on in every corner of the Kelton House. And I'm happy to announce that it will especially live on in the dining room, your favorite room in the house, as the League will be dedicating that room in your name as a tangible display of our gratitude for your years of dedication. Thank you, Georgianne. Also, I had asked the new sustaining class, we have 10 new sustainers, to give me a little bit about their favorite memory as an active in the Junior League. I've had replies from 7, so if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. So I'll just read through these. Let's see here. The first one we have is from Cheryl Newton. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl has been in the league for 12 years. She said she has so many great memories serving at the Kelton House Teas and 10 years of serving on the Bargain Box Committee. She loved the Bargain Box and the community it served. It was hard work and sometimes chaotic, but by far my best memories and my favorite event. Diana Briggs. Hi, Diana. She has served 10 years as an active member of the JLC. She says she has countless memories of her time, mainly all of the wonderful women I've gotten to know over the years and serve alongside. Of all the activities I had the opportunity to participate in, her 2 favorites were serving as new member mentor twice and the privilege of serving in leadership roles where she learned so much from those around her. Thank you, Diana. Paige Wood, welcome as a sustainer. Paige joined the Junior League in 2013, so she's been in the league for 7 years. Her favorite memory was also Bargain Box. She said it was amazing to see all the people come year after year. Marissa Nye. Marissa's been in the league 8 years, 7 as active. Her favorite memory has been the privilege to accept the AJLI Membership Award on behalf of the JLC in May of 2019 when she served as league president. She said she is so proud of all the work the league has accomplished in our first 98 years and will continue to accomplish for years to come. Thank you so much for your service, Marissa. Brittany Valander. Brittany has served 8 years, 1 as a new member, through 2 different leagues. Her favorite memory was meeting Jane Grote Abel at a leadership in lattes. It made her so interested in leadership at lattes that she decided to coordinate it the next year. Welcome, Brittany. Sarah Warner. Sarah has been in the league since 2010, and JLC Columbus is her 5th league. Her favorite memory is her first day at the Capitol with the Junior League of Kalamazoo, Michigan. She said it was many years ago. It was her first time stepping foot in their state house and sitting down with legislators. The power of so many passionate and informed people coming together and making a difference really moved me. The training we received in preparation for and continuing after with their SPAC launched her onto the career she has now. Welcome, Sarah. And Blair Ramey. Blair, 6 years as an active with 1 provisional year for a total of 7 years. Her favorite memory, Mentorship Council's annual holiday party gift exchange. So welcome to the class. We hope you stay involved in the league. We need you more than ever, and you'll find a lot of amazing women. So thank you, everybody.
Good evening. My name is Amy Deverson Roberts, and I had the honor of serving as the Junior League of Columbus president for the 2016-2017 league year. I am here before you this evening, albeit virtually, to recognize one of our members with the 2019-2020 President's Award. The committee is comprised of the 3 immediate past presidents of the JLC. This is my last year serving on the committee, and I welcome Kara Newberry to the President's Award Committee as she joins past presidents Beth Daly and Marissa Nye. The criteria for this award is not rewarding or recognizing members for doing their placements. It is for honoring those that are going above and beyond in the Junior League of Columbus. If you are a past recipient of the President's Award, please wave to your computer. It is also important to note that the women are nominated by fellow league members for the committee's consideration for the President's Award. The committee then reviews the nomination forms and selects the winners. There were a number of nominations and, as always, a very difficult selection process. I would like to take this time to thank everyone that took the time to nominate a woman for the committee's consideration. Dedication. This woman has been a dedicated member of the JLC for 5 years, 6 if you count her new member year, and volunteers as well as she attends activities and events, whether it is related to her placement or not. I have greatly enjoyed volunteering with her at many league events. Volunteerism has been something central to her life as she began her volunteer career when she was a child, and she joined the JLC, as many women do, when she was new to Columbus and wanted to not only meet people, but also to get involved in the community. Multiple roles and many hats. This woman wears many hats in her day-to-day activities. In addition to her placement within the league, she is also a wife, mother, a dedicated volunteer at her church, a member of a professional organization, and she is also a community volunteer for various done-in-a-day type events in her community. Other duties as assigned. Whether it is in one's job or in life, we always find ourselves getting caught in situations where we suddenly have other duties or responsibilities than what we earlier anticipated. But this woman, who was already a council vice chair and ready to welcome her second child, suddenly became a human resource manager headhunter and technology wizard. As stated from a nominator, this woman is an outstanding nominee for the 2019-2020 JLC President's Award, and let me tell you why. At the beginning of the league year, she was notified, with the rest of the league, that Georgianne Reuter would be retiring and was asked to join a transition committee to reassess the Kelton House operations and act as a search committee for a new director. Not only did she take on the role of putting together job postings, contributing to salary discussions, and helping to evaluate new procedures and operating hours, she also was tapped with a smaller group to interview candidates. This woman was instrumental in the hiring process. She read over 60 applications and pulled out the top 10 for the hiring committee to evaluate and rank. She then coordinated and recorded Skype interviews between the top 5 candidates and the first round interview team. She was professional, courteous, and poised as she took the lead in conducting the interviews, following up with candidates, and keeping the committee updated with recordings and evaluation forms. Plans for second round in-person interviews had to be reconfigured as Zoom calls for the entire committee to participate, and she coordinated it all without issue. Her level-headedness and calm during a stressful time in our community made the entire process run smoothly and provided us with an ideal candidate that will start as the new director on June 1st. It must be noted that she stated she had no prior experience hiring staff or working with some of this technology. If you ask any of the committee members, they would have never guessed this was her first time with any of this process. She was on top of everything. I cannot wait to see what she will accomplish next year as Kelton House Chair, as she and the new director will be working to integrate this educational project of the Junior League more fully into the community and bring more exposure to the league and its mission. She did all of this while having a newborn, a preschooler, a full-time job, and managing the daily challenges of COVID-19. In her spare time, wait a minute, what spare time? She enjoys reading, playing with her daughters Claire and Bridget, traveling and exploring new places, visiting craft breweries, listening to podcasts, and watching TV with her husband Michael. It is my pleasure to announce Melissa Flanagan as a recipient of the 2019-2020 President's Award.
Second and final President's Award recipient this evening. This recipient joined the league 4 years ago and was a part of the inaugural A Breakfast with Characters event. Her commitment and leadership led to great success for this first-year event. Her well-known skills of today, known by almost all league members, were not yet known in that first year, but quickly shined through as she took on new placements every year, and especially when she stepped into leadership last league year. This recipient is highly innovative and directly responsible for creating more efficiency in a variety of league programs and projects. Two, she has been responsible in bringing greater visibility to the league, which has ultimately led to positive publicity and growth. In addition to her annual placement, this league member also served the nominating committee, held a second placement in partnership development, and was an integral link in multiple technology transitions for both the league and the Kelton House. One nominator wrote, "She has pushed me to step outside my comfort zone, speaking during many of the opportunities that she created. And she has helped me to be a better leader. She has big, audacious goals, and she keeps continuing to meet and exceed. She works tirelessly for the league, always taking on more, and always willing to help in any way possible, within or outside of her placement. She is the epitome of a President's Award winner, and I'm proud to have her as a league member and friend." This recipient is not only a dedicated member of the Junior League of Columbus, but she currently runs her own company and has been involved with the Youth Athletic Training Program 4th and Goal for the past 9 years. Two, she is an active member of Columbus Young Professionals and serves as a board and community chair for Together Digital Columbus, a group of women committed to enhancing and growing their careers and supporting one another. When not working or volunteer, she can be found spending time with her friends and large, very wonderfully close family. I'm thrilled to present the President's Award to someone I consider a great friend and have had the privilege to work with very closely. She is an outstanding JLC member and without a doubt, the most deserving of this honor. Congratulations, Nicole Bergman.
A huge congratulations to all of our award winners tonight. You are all so deserving of those honors, and I cannot wait to see how you continue to contribute to the league and our community. Congratulations and a job well done to all of those sustaining as well. I look forward to joining you next year. I would be remiss if I did not give a special shout out to Marissa Nye, immediate past president, and Diana Briggs, immediate past management council chair. You both hung in there an extra year after huge roles and took on huge placements, Holiday Tour of Homes coordinator and Kelton House chair respectively, and you rocked them like the bosses that you both are, so thank you. Even though they are not with us tonight, I must thank my husband Robert and my son John and my parents Kay and Paul Marshall. There were obviously sacrifices that had to be made on the home front this year, and I am so grateful for all of the support and help that my family gave me. I was so fortunate to serve alongside the board of directors this year. I could not ask for a better group of leaders with whom to work. I am also grateful for the opportunity to work with so many of you, our league members, this year. It has been one of the biggest honors of my life to serve all of you, and I truly appreciate you all. I am confident that the league is going to be in great hands next year as Terry Butterworth takes the reins. Terry, you're an incredible leader and, even more importantly, an incredible person. I cannot wait to see what is accomplished next year. About 20 friends and I want to welcome you in with our traditional passing of the gavel.
Thank you, everyone, for this honor. Thank you for continuing to be a member of the Junior League, and thank you for your support. I would like to first express my gratitude to Kara Newberry for her extraordinary leadership in such a demanding time, especially over the last 3 months. She challenged all of us to be better, to acknowledge our limitations, and to move forward together. I hope I can come close to matching the example she has created. I would also like to convey my appreciation to every Junior League member. You have helped to guide the organization, and whether you realize it or not, every conversation you have had, every question you have raised, every hand you extended in support, and every choice you have made has brought us here today. We have some very challenging months ahead of us. I wish I had all the answers and it could alleviate your concerns, but I don't. We are going to have to dig deep as an organization to figure out what comes next and how we continue to realize our mission. It states, the Junior League of Columbus is an organization of women committed to promoting volunteerism, developing the potential of women, and improving communities through the effective action and leadership of trained volunteers. When I read this, the first word that jumps out to me is committed. We need to be committed to giving our time, talent, and treasure, but most importantly, we need to be committed to each other because none of us can do this work alone. Next is developing the potential. This is a phrase that speaks about the future. All of us came to the Junior League for a reason. We were looking for something to change and enrich our lives. Every member has the potential to develop into something greater than she is right now. The only way to achieve that is for all of us to share what we know. It doesn't matter if you're a board member, a sustainer, a project coordinator, or brand new. You all have something to share. And conversely, each and every one of us has something to learn. After that, my eye goes to trained volunteers. How can any of us improve our communities without the skills to succeed? There are multiple opportunities for training within the league, but you have to be willing to take them. Do the hard thing. Try something new. And even if you fail, you have learned. One of the best bits of training I have experienced was during a division meeting at my work where a staff member raised a question to a new vice president that one of their teams used to share information about a project, but he hadn't seen an update in months. He wanted to know how the VP was going to correct it. He took a few seconds and then asked why the staff member hadn't reached out to the team to see what had changed. To me, that simple act of reaching out could have saved months of frustration and could have improved collaboration. I have since carried that training with me and brought it to the Junior League. Many of you have experienced my checking in to see how things are going, or my asking to be a part of your meeting because I need to be active instead of passive in understanding what is going on. Please consider what training you are bringing with you and how you are sharing it. Also, reach out to others that are working on projects or exhibiting skills that you would like to have. Don't be passive in your personal development and future success. Don't fake it till you make it. Face it till you make it. Work hard. Fail. Do a little better. Fail again. But keep moving forward. I want to leave you with a few things. First, I want you to know what you can expect from me. I will always do my best to be open with you and keep you informed. I will be honest when I don't know the answer or have made a mistake. I will not criticize without offering a solution or assistance. I will empathize and do my best to understand and provide support when you are struggling, and I will be your cheerleader as you succeed. What I ask in return is that I can expect the same from you. We have no idea what's coming, but we are going to get there together. Please remember that you are not alone, and there are so many others that want to help you. Please ask. And if you don't know who to ask me. Call me, text me, email me. I might not be able to solve every problem, but I am always here to listen. Next, I challenge all of you to try something new this year. Each month, pick a name from our directory of someone you don't know. Set up a video chat, a socially distanced meetup, read the same book, and discuss it, or exchange emails. Discuss things not only about the league, but about yourselves. We had a great GMM a year ago with Krishanda Smith from Ohio Health, where we shared individually with other members all the ways we identified ourselves, and then we also shared our greatest hopes and our greatest fears. I broadened not only my horizons that day, but also increased my circle of friends. Let's continue these conversations and make more connections with each other so that we can work better together to support our community. Because we all see the same thing in different ways, we succeed only when we listen to ideas and opinions different from our own. Finally, when I return to the annual dinner next year, the way I will measure my success is knowing that the work will continue and improve as Kristen Smith receives that gavel. My job is to make things better for everyone that follows. It is not about me. It is absolutely about all of you. I'll leave you with this thought, my favorite quote. If you can't be a good example, then you'll just have to be a horrible warning. I hope I can always be the former for you. Thank you everyone for this year. Thank you for joining us at the annual dinner. Congratulations to all the newly active members, those new sustainers, George Ann during her retirement, and those award winners. Please stay safe, and one day we will all be together again. Thank you.